What's happening? Dustin here with Dustin's Customs, and today I am working on my fuel pump. Trying to upgrade this fuel system for the Mustang. So far, I did order a slot style 3-inch intercooler pipe for a slot style math. It should go right in here somewhere. I didn't bring it out to the shop. Anyways, there's that. I got this fuel pump from the Mustang Cobra that I bought, and inside of there that is a Walbro 450. So I got Walbro 450 slot style math that I ordered, and then I got some of these right here. I spilt them earlier. I got these right here. They have adapters for the taller style injector for the 2 valve. So we'll have the fuel pump. We'll have the fuel pump and the injectors. I'm gonna go ahead and show you under here. So what you'll need to drop your tank is a breaker bar and a 13mm. Break the straps loose. Let me get under here. So right here I have a video, I'll link it in the description, how to change your fuel filter. Disconnect the fuel filter going to the tank with one of those tools right there. And then I disconnect this hose right there that goes to your evaporator, I think, your evap, and then disconnect everything over here. One of those pulls out, the other one has a black clip like this. Be careful, this clip will probably break easily. And then this is just, then right here, I use the 5/16, but it's probably 8mm. It's just a little strap holding this. This is just a gasket that just slides in there into the gasket. These are 13mm. I'm gonna break those loose. Right there. There's another one. 13mm, break them loose, and then I'm gonna use an air hammer. And then hopefully the tank drops. Okay, so this gasket right here, where this tube, the filler neck, goes into that. More than likely I'm gonna have to replace that gasket. Alright, so I have the tank supported with this jack. Let's see if I can ease it down some. Oh. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta see what's hanging on. Okay guys, I got the fuel tank out. I'm sure many of you guys have done this before. There's a bunch of tutorial videos on how to remove the fuel tank, so I'm not really going to worry about why I took it out and how I took it out. I used the 5/16 and a 13mm for the straps, 5/16 for the strap thing that was on the filler neck. I used a 10mm to take off this so I could drop the filler neck down. It just made it a little easier. And the evap, those plastic clips, I may or may not have a problem with the evap, but let's go ahead and take a look at a GT tank compared to a Cobra. This is a 2001 GT tank, and we'll go look at a 2001 Mustang Cobra tank. Okay, so 2 evap lines right here. Fuel pump sending unit there. Evap here and here. Check valve. There's nothing on this hose. Nothing goes there, I guess. I don't know. And then these evaps over here. I twisted and bent these. I don't know how well they're going to work now. So that's that. Rubber gasket has seen better days. The inside gasket seems alright. So that might be okay. I might switch out with the other tanks. So that is a GT. Let's walk over here. Just a quick update. I've got this thing pretty far torn down. I've been working out of town. I've got a lot of time to really spend my time with my family, but I need to get videos up. I got a Turbo 400 for this, and I'm gonna send it off to somewhere to get cleaned and all that. It needs to be cleaned and then repainted. Heads are 862s, I think. We're gonna get. See, it had a head gasket problem for sure. Definitely need to get all this sent out and cleaned up. Okay, here is the 2001 Mustang Cobra. It's in better shape. I may put this tank in. It definitely looks like it's in better shape. It is the exact same. The only problem is this evap hose is cut. And that's that. What is this? Do I need that? Here's a little screen in there. So, I guess it's the exact same. GT and 01 Cobra. Other than that, I don't know what that is. Did the GT tank have that? Let's go see. So, like I said, here's the fuel pump that's going to be going in it. And, okay, it did. It was just, mine's really dirty. This is what happens when you live on a dirt road. See how much more, how much dirtier this one is? Well, I gotta find it where that goes. It looks like a little condom. So, exact same. Exactly the same. Those evap hoses are actually kind of expensive. So, I'm going to go ahead and air this off. I'm going to go ahead and put this tank back in just because it's the tank that came with the car. And sentimental, I need to clean this car. There's sand everywhere. It's starting to get surface, Ross. See all this sand? This is spider stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put this other fuel pump in. I'll take it out and show you the difference. I'm sure it's just yellow and doesn't have a wall bore full of 50. Okay, so it's been a couple days. Actually, it's been like a week since I filmed the start of the removal of that fuel tank. It is now in. I did make sure I finished that at least. I start way too many projects and then, I don't know, way too much stuff going on. The fuel tank is back in. It's got a little nut thing right there. So basically, it was all like 13 millimeter and 13 millimeter and a 8 millimeter for a little bolt on the downspout, and then a 10 millimeter, I think. Just undo your two straps, undo all your clips, undo your push locks for your fuel. I use this right here for my fuel. I did this tool is cool. Has everything. This is the tool you'll use for your fuel filter, fuel lines. This is good for AC lines and other stuff. I did a video on this. That's pretty much it. So the fuel system's in. We're gonna put these injectors in. There might be a discrepancy about these injectors, but focus. Anyways, that's done. I still need to order a new turbo. I still need to connect the feed line. The return is connected. Intercooler is mounted. I may actually change that again. I'm not sure. I may come out. I don't know. I don't know. And I may do something different. I just had that piece of angle. It was broke right here. I got it off a building, actually, a piece of aluminum angle. And then, so that's how I mounted it. Hole there. It goes up in there. And then right here, I'll have a slot style math. And then I'll have to do the adapter. Mine's a 2001, early 2001, so my IAT or whatever, my air charge temperature is this sensor. It's not here. So I have to wire that, slot style math. Everything is connected. Intercooler is done. I gotta put a clamp here and here. It's kind of low. I know everyone else's intercooler comes out, over, and around through here, but where is the room for that? We'll see. I gotta get the car on the ground. A lot of things to button up. So Walbro 450 is in the tank. Injector situation. Slot style math, and then we can start it. Oh, and the oil. So like 4 things, and we can start this car and go get a tune for the turbo. It's basically a Helion kit, and you know, some people piss me off. They talk about Harbor Freight welders and people doing it themselves. It's kind of irritating. Like, who has $7,000 to go buy a kit? Either somebody that has an $800 payment that with water and cable included, or someone that doesn't have a real house. Something like that. That's all I can think of. So all this talk about Harbor Freight welders, and you know, I respect everybody out there, but Harbor Freight welders and doing it yourself and making fun of people, maybe not to me exactly, or to my face at least, but go out and try it. Don't be afraid to do it. I literally flux core welded everything. My welds don't look too terrible. In fact, let me get some light so you can actually see what my welds look like. It just kind of irritates me. I heard something the other day, and oh, that's just splatter. But yeah, I didn't really clean my metal too well. I used the flux core dirty welder, but if I had a TIG welder, imagine what that would actually look like. And I had a couple trials like I did on the stupid rear mount kit. All I'm saying is, don't be afraid to go out there and do it yourself. I could have paid $6,000, or I could have been like everybody else on the internet that builds their own kit. Maybe I should have used gas, and it would have looked, those welds would, because I weld with gas at my job, and I previously used to build boat lifts, and I can weld aluminum like a mother trucker, and I can definitely weld steel with gas and put down some good welds. Flux core, yeah, I should have got gas. I got a gas welder in this other room, my junk room. It stopped, see all this? Somewhere in here, Cobra parts. More Cobra parts. Projector to a movie theater. Anyways, right down in there. Right there. There's a Lincoln gas welder. So maybe I should have done with gas. Maybe not. I'm getting away. I'm just bored, I guess. I'm just bored. Look at all this electronics I get from right there. That's a camera motor, electric camera motor. Bunch of junk. Alright, so there's my rant. Don't be afraid to go out there and actually build something. Get a flux core welder and learn how to weld. I knew how to weld. I never knew how to flux core weld. I only knew how to gas weld. So I don't know, I'm just cheap, and I'm like, oh, gas is like $100 and some, and right here is a tank. I know, I just gotta go to get recharged. Look at this bird nest. So I don't know, it just drives me crazy to see people discourage on other people trying to do things. This turbo kit I built with a proper turbo would work amazing. And if I had gas or a TIG welder to weld it, and I learned how to TIG, which would only probably take me a couple days, Maybe not be a professional, but I dang sure could do it in a couple days. Yeah, anyways, here's the LS. I'm getting ready to mess with this. I'm probably not going to film. I haven't really filmed the disassemble. I need to get this thing disassembled so I can get it tanked. And as you can see, this motor did sit, so it needs tanked. Look how grimy it is. That's one thing. Fords don't get this grimy. Go watch my timing video, and my motor is stained gold from royal purple. Not this. This motor's been sitting. It did run. It was parked. It does turn over. Let's see if I can turn it on the big one. So the reason this motor went to crap and somebody jumped the whole vehicle is one of the lifters was stuck. That's what was wrong with it. I took it all apart and one of the lifters was stuck. And yes, it is a 5.3. Those are 826 heads. What are those? 862s. Not the greatest. Got a pair of 799s I can get. So all this right here is for the Cobra. Look at all this brush. That's a pole barn that I'm fixing it up into like a house. The house is there. I'm fixing that up. Got all these huge piles, pile of shit. Anyways. Painted mirrors. I saw Jeffrey's video. I don't know if I would have done the two-tone, trying to make it look like the plastic swivel piece. But yeah, I got painted mirrors too. Not on the GT though. The GT is not painted. Got the bumper off. I've already showed you that. Intercooler is done. Everything's pretty good. I mean, I gotta figure this out. I want to relocate this. I'm gonna get that over where the battery goes. And see, I had this V-band here, and then I put this extended piece. Just a lot of slag. If I were to grind the slag off, it would probably look halfway decent. I'll get out of my own light. Anyways, you can kind of see how it's dimed up, but the splatter makes it not dimed up. So, tell me that wouldn't be a good weld with gas. Anyway, slot style math. I'm just rambling on. Gotta measure these injectors. And you guys know how to use one of these. O-ring to O-ring. 45 millimeters. Those are 72-pound injectors. Supposedly. I gotta do a little more questions on that, but got a huge mess. I guess this is just a rambling vlog. Look at this mess. Look, there's, heaven forbid, my little, look at all this stuff on my welding, all those metal shavings. I gotta stop cutting with the welder down here. I need to get a welding cart up here. This jet ski project that, yes, it runs. Actually, a jet ski only has like, I don't know, 200 hours. But always have a fire extinguisher. Look at this mess. I was doing an electric box for that other property or other house I got over there. Anyways, that's what's going on. Always close it. See this depth gauge? Always close it. This is actually aeronautical. What is that? I have no idea when the camera shut off. So anyways, fuel pumps installed. Got to do a bunch of things and don't have enough time at all. But as you can see, I got a lot of things going on. I got a lot of cleaning up to do. I got a house to build. I got 2 cars to build. I got a family to provide for. And yeah, just maybe don't be afraid to work on your car. Don't be afraid to build something. Don't be afraid to go get a Harbor Freight welder and flux core the crap out of a turbo kit. I mean, after building 2 turbo kits with flux core, and I do know how to weld with gas, when I do spend the money to go get gas for that welder or buy another, or buy a TIG welder, spend the $800 on a decent TIG welder. I'll have done 2 turbo kits. This will be my 3rd, and I have learned a lot. And even if I never used them, the experience I got from using a Harbor Freight welder, and now any other YouTuber out there is building one, so don't be afraid to do it yourself. Anyways, I gotta go. I will see you guys later. Bye.